Legendary Panama Red, American musician, songwriter, and chronicler of the human condition. There are those, guitar in hand, who still prowl the seamy outskirts of greatness. Panama Red is one of them. Songs that remind you of Townes, Billy Joe Shaver, and Blaze Foley in turn. Dave Pilot, Outlaw Magazine. So you ask yourself, who is this Panama Red? The answer is simple. An original Texas Jew boy and a co-writer with Kinky Friedman, Billy Joe Shaver, and Ronny Elliot. Panama Red was a fixture in the 1970s Music Row Outlaws movement in Nashville. His sphere of influence has grown lately to include an annual stint on and in European stages and bars. His often irreverent stage comments are interspersed with original, intelligent songs, which have been described as honest, elegant, and soulful by such luminaries as Kris Kristofferson, Billy Joe Shaver, and David Olney. He currently lives just far enough outside of Nashville. His songs have been recorded by Jerry Lee Lewis, Billy Joe Shaver, Kinky Friedman, Campbell Rogers, Felix Pappilardi, Bobby Bear, Mike Aldrich, the French band Mary Lou, and a host of others. He has appeared as a player and singer on more than 100 albums and CDs, recorded in Nashville, Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Seattle, and Europe. The original Panama Red began life as Danny Finley, born in West Virginia, and the descendant, literal and musical, of Scots-Irish immigrants of the early 1600s. He began his writing career in the U.S. Army as a stringer for Pacific Stars and Stripes. On his discharge, he went to San Francisco, Oakland, where he acquired his Panama Red sobriquet. He managed a coffee house, the Cafe I, on 10th Street in New York City. Later, after a memorable life chapter involving the Beaux Arts Coffee House in St. Petersburg, he was a founding member of the jazz fusion band Bethlehem Asylum out of Coconut Grove, making 2 records for Ampex Records. Later, after a memorable life chapter involving the Beaux Arts Coffee House in St. Petersburg, he was a founding member of the jazz fusion band Bethlehem Asylum out of Coconut Grove, making 2 records for Ampex Records. He relocated to Nashville in 1972 and became Billy Joe Shaver's guitar player and co-writer, later also filling the same function for Kinky and the Texas Jew Boys. He parted from the Jew Boys in 1975 and began performing as the legendary Panama Red with his band Montezuma's Revenge. From 1976 to 1979, he toured in his 1947 Silverside's GM Road Bus with his band and was one of the first acts to appear at the Lone Star Cafe in New York City. He performed at Armadillo World Headquarters in Austin, Texas, the Horseshoe Tavern in Toronto and at the Old Mill in Mill Valley, California, as well as numerous other venues all around the U.S. and Canada. His work and songwriting brought him to the attention of the producer-bassist Felix Pappilardi. Felix Pappilardi, who produced Cream and Mountain, who subsequently became his friend, mentor, and employer. After Felix's untimely death in 1982, Panama entered into a period of solitude, and he became a carpenter. He studied computer science at Miami-Dade College. While a radiography student at Northern New Mexico Community College, he edited portions of a radiologic physics textbook, Radiologic Science for Technologists, Bouchon, 4th edition. He graduated with a GPA of 3.89 and is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. He also studied at the University of New Mexico, majoring in journalism. In the 1990s, after living in San Francisco and working as an X-ray tech, he again started playing music and lived and played in Nevada City, California, and Seattle, Washington, ending up in Amsterdam, Netherlands for a couple of years. On the road again, and always a little off. Since his return to music, he made 2 albums, Homegrown and Choice Buds, and has appeared in numerous small venues in North America, interspersed with performances as a solo artist and guitarist in Norway, Sweden, United Kingdom, France, and the Netherlands. He continues to write and perform. He performed with friends and musical associates in Muscle Shoals on a TV special in April 2017. He continues to tour listening rooms and is working on multiple publishing projects, including a musical memoir and a whimsical book about cats. He is credited by etymologist Barry Popik with the first use of the rhyming phrase, "Lost in Austin," the title of one of his country swing songs, 1976. The legendary Panama Red, a.k.a. Danny Finley, singer, songwriter, performer, Pundit. Contact Joint Management Info for bookings, interviews, and shows. Thank you.